my Montana deer hunt is down to just this half day that I have before I gotta head out on another trip. So, gonna be windy. What a surprise this season. And we lost a day here because of wind and other stuff. So I'm by myself filming today. Had Dale with me on the other day, but he's got to go on another trip. So it's me and the deer, and I only have a half day to do it. I'm at the trailhead and I'm heading up the hill. I hear the wind just screaming up on the ridges. This is gonna be interesting. I'm here looking for a whitetail. Maybe we'll find one that wants to be a movie star, but the odds aren't very good with these kind of conditions. The fresh snow is good. I just worry about that wind, but maybe if I can tuck down in a draw, that maybe that's where the deer will be to get out of the wind too. We'll see. Follow along. Man, I love this. Being in the woods in the November whitetail rut, it's crazy. So much fun to watch them. The other day I passed on some bucks. I'd probably pass on them again today, even knowing this is my last day. Hopefully I see one just that one year older. If I could get that 1 year of age class higher, I'd be shooting. Almost to my spot. The downside is, well, the good side is I've not seen any human tracks in the snow, so I'm the first one in here. The downside is I've not seen any deer tracks in the snow. I've seen a moose track, so I don't know if that means they aren't in here, or they're down in these brush thickets and they just waited out the snow last night and they're waiting out the wind. Or they're just a drainage or two over and they're about to come zigzagging through here. Guess I'm gonna find out. Right here is calm out of the wind, but I can't see much. I'm gonna have to go brave the wind. I'll be out in it so that I can see. There's one of the spots I normally hang out. Glass, but man, it's just quite a bit over here. On that side of the ridge, there's usually a spot where you can just glass all these drainages, but not working. Here's the challenge. I get here in the trees, and you can can't see hardly anything. But at least the wind's not blowing your hat off and causing you to have premature phase of hypothermia. But on this next ridge over here, there's a little grove of trees on the top. Sometimes you can sit there and the wind will be blocked. You can look down into a couple drainages. I'm tucked behind this bush here, so I'm out of the wind, but you get out in it, you can hardly stand up. Thankfully, the temperature is about 20-25 degrees. If it was single digit, the wind chills would be way below zero. And I'd be heading back to home looking for some coffee, pancakes. Well, made it up to the ridge. There's this little cluster of trees here that I'm in. I think I'm just gonna set up here.
The wind might be tolerable here. And at least I can glass a spot that's a few hundred yards. We got 3 does that just stood up over here. They were in a thicket. They stood up and they're feeding right now. There's a buck with them. Trees. 289 yards, but he was right on the edge of these trees. He fed up in there. The does are still out to the left. Dang it. Dang it. Well, welcome to the fire drill of filming. That buck got away. By the time I got the camera set up, got everything organized, got focused, he's in the timber. I thought he'd feed out for just, if he would have fed out for 10 seconds, I could have got on him and got a shot. I swear I saw another deer down there, just down lower below those does. Maybe I'm seeing things. The other deer just popped up. It's a buck. It's not as big as that first buck. Dang it. I knew I'd seen another deer. It's just, he came out of the brush. I can make him out now. He's a younger buck. He's like one of these bucks I passed the other day. There's a roll of the dice, but I'm gonna wait. See if that other buck comes back, or if a better buck comes around. What was that? They all went into the timber now. If it blows any harder, the wind is gonna win. I just had my tripod here out of the wind, but a big gust came, blew that over. It's crazy. Got a little spiked buck over here. Dumb as all get out. Need him to walk around down there, and maybe if there's other deer bedded, he'll get them up out of their beds or something. It would have been a tasty one. 1.5-year-old buck. If the wind stayed down, it's tolerable. And I see a few clear patches where the sun might be out. Now we just need some bucks to move through. Giving myself until 2 o'clock. That means I got about a half hour left. And not looking good. All I've seen is a little spiked buck in the last 4 hours. The does, I think, are just bedded down out of this wind. And the bucks should be cruising, looking for them, but they're not. They're not cruising through here. I've seen 3 branch antlered, if you want to call it that, 4 antlered bucks, and 1 spiked buck. But all that was right away, a big flurry this morning. than nothing. So, sorry folks. Maybe I should have shot one of those smaller ones this morning. But as you saw, me scrambling trying to get everything set up. He just got his way into the timber by then. But I love being out here. And I had my chance when I was elk hunting here in Montana earlier this year. I could have shot multiple bucks. I didn't. I don't need to shoot one to justify why I'm out here. Don't get me wrong. I'd like to shoot one. But the setup's got to be right. The conditions, I got to be comfortable with the shot. It's got to be one of those deals where I think, okay, this is a representative of what's here or not. If it's not, then I pass. So, anyhow, thank all of you for following along. I wish I had a better report, but I got to pack up and head to Arizona for the next 10 days. And then I'm done. I'll have been out just over 90 days this year, between travel days, prep days, scouting days. Yeah, makes for a long season. Probably even a longer season for my wife. But appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody who follows what we do, the support you all give us. We just show what happens. So sometimes what happens isn't all of that much excitement, but it's the reality of what happened. So stay well, stay healthy.